walk this earth like a god.
The second round, and he's down again!
Hit him on, boy.
Good hook there from Mikyovic.
In 2013, unbeaten WA welterweight champion Adrien Broner defended his title against Argentina's Marcos Maidana. From the build-up, Broner showed no respect for Maidana as he mouthed off against him and confronted him during the press conference.
I'm focused. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I can promise you this. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly, man. I don't know if he's faking like he don't understand English, but after December 14th, he's going to speak English. And the fight, I don't think it's going full 12 rounds. I'm going for the knockout.
Maidana meant business as he swarmed Broner from the opening bell, punishing him to the body and the head.
Maidana off to a very quick start here. Composed and focused along the ropes, wanting to clinch. Stop! In the air against Broner. Ruiz bounced it up. Landed over there. I don't know if it was a hook on the right.
Broner responded with more bravado and even dry-humped Maidana on another occasion.
He's going to have to get active.
But in round 2, Broner got the first shock of the night when the challenger decked him with a thunderous left hand.
Oh my God, that sticks out! Broner goes down for the first time in his career! He's hurt back and he's hurt!
Broner survived the early scare but continued to showboat throughout the entire fight. Then, in round 8, Maidana unloaded again and dropped Broner for the second time. Broner got a much-needed breather moments later, following an accidental headbutt from Maidana. But despite having a point deducted, Maidana comfortably won the fight by a wide unanimous decision, leaving Broner humiliated. In this exciting matchup, Japanese Yuki Yazawa was making his professional debut against compatriot Kazuki Nakamura in a scheduled 4-round contest. From the first bell, Nakamura went after Yuki, trying to establish dominance. His early aggression paid off as he floored Yuki barely a minute into the fight. Following the knockdown, Nakamura began showboating and even managed to score another knockdown. Nakamura thought he was in for an easy fight when, suddenly, he got caught by a perfectly timed counter from Yuki that ended the show. In March 2021, highly touted Scottish prospect Willie Hutchinson challenged Lennox Clark for the vacant British and Commonwealth super middleweight titles. Hutchinson berated his opponent before the fight, thinking he was just another bum.
He's not a bad man. He's not a bad man and he can fight a bit, but that's all he can do. Listen, he'll be coming to win one, he'll be coming to try and take my head off. But I'm going to do a job on him, Anna. I'm going to do a job on him and get the win and look fantastic while doing it.
We're being given. Been looking forward to this one, Richie. Let's see how it's unfolds.
Although Hutchinson started well, pushing his opponent around the right with combinations, Clark simply walked through whatever he had to offer. Clark kept coming forward, and in round 5, he found an opening and dropped Hutchinson hard to win the fight.
He's having his moments, he's got him! He's got him! Right hand, left hand, and Willie Hutchinson goes down, and he's in all sorts of trouble here. Bob Williams taking a look at him, he stopped him!
In March 1988, undisputed heavyweight champion Mike Tyson defended his title against former WBA champion Tony Tubbs. The challenger, who came into the bout with a decent record of 24 victories and only 1 loss, believed that Tyson was overhyped. Tubbs claimed he was the better man and hoped to produce an upset.
You know, at 215, I got to come in the ring because I feel good about my weight and I feel good to work. At 28, 30, I'm strong and I'm fast. Mike Tyson got to deal with that. Physically, you'll be seeing the new Tony Tubbs. When I step in the ring, everyone say, wow, look at that cat. Once I start putting the moves down on Mike Tyson, I'm going to change. You know what? This fight might not be hard as y'all think it's going to be, because Mike Tyson is only good for what he can hit.
All set. Go. Mercanti says they're all set, and there's the bell for round one.
Tubbs fought nicely in the opening round and was able to avoid Tyson's power. However, in round 2, Tyson unleashed a series of attacks that saw Tubbs crashing to the canvas to end the fight.
The punch hurt. Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over. Odell Hadley has jumped in the ring. The fight is over.
Back in 2019, Anthony Joshua made another routine defense of his unified heavyweight title. The challenger was the little-known Andy Ruiz, who came into the fight as a massive underdog. No one took Ruiz seriously, including AJ, who acted like Ruiz was a warm-up fight.
The reigning and defending heavyweight world champion.
The unassuming challenger, however, knew this was a rare opportunity and prepared extra hard for the fight.
Round one underway. I think that's held him back as people's perception thanks to...
Interesting, I thought there was an actual conversation in the corner. Usually.
After a slow first 2 rounds, the bout burst into life in round 3 as Joshua dropped Ruiz.
We got this fight as there he goes down. Big delivery from Anthony Joshua.
Broner with the right hand, the left hand closed the deal.
7.
Ruiz back on it.
The challenger did not stay down. He got up immediately and returned the favor moments later.
And Joshua's down. Andy Ruiz knocks down Anthony Joshua for just the second time.
Joshua climbed back to his feet, only to be knocked down for the second time.
Towards the end of the round, and Joshua's down again. Anthony Joshua is down for a second time in round number 3. He cannot be saved by the bell.
In round 7, Ruiz knocked Joshua down again.
And then Ruiz right back to Joshua, and Joshua in trouble, losing his footing. He's down again.
The unified champion managed to get back to his feet and engaged Ruiz briefly before he was finally knocked out for good.
Can Ruiz counter? Joshua's down again.
Maybe over.
That's it.
Ruiz shocked the boxing world by scoring one of the biggest upsets in recent years. Following months of trash-talking, bitter rivals Adrien Mikyovic and Alex Hanan met in a grudge match in June 2021. The bad blood reached a boiling point when both men met face-to-face during the press conference.
Whatever happens, happens, brother, and you know, my O's not going to go, so you know how it goes. I respect what he's done, but as a person, though, you can't respect him, man. He's a chump. And he ain't a Kiwi, brother. So you ain't a Kiwi, so I don't know why you're coming over here acting, taking the Kiwi flag, brother. You're fucking mutt as well you are.
Hanan didn't hold back with the trash talk and his unfriendly gestures during the face-off. Just before the start of the fight, Hanan landed a cheap shot on Mikyovic, who remained calm despite the provocation.
Listen, mate, don't do that again. Don't get disqualified. You understand? Don't.
A lot of bad bugs.
Punched in the stomach at the touching of gloves.
Mikyovic put on a boxing masterclass and punished Hanan with his precise attacks.
1, 2, and 3. And Hanan just stayed up. Chasing is Mikyovic and working.
In round 2, Mikyovic forced Hanan to take a knee.
Good hook there from Mikyovic, and down goes Hanan. Massive left hook from Adrien Mikyovic.
Hanan quickly got up, but was sent down moments later.
Misses with his right hand and works, and there's the hook again, and he goes again.
The brave challenger rose to his feet once again, but was no match for Mikyovic, who forced a stoppage in the second round.
Another shot and more, and here they come, and there's the stoppage.
That Barrera won that fight. I want Barrera next. I'm gonna knock him out, and I'm gonna make history.
and bring it back to Sheffield, bring it back to England. Whoop, there it is.
Thank you for the
It's just going to peck at him and disturb him and dismantle him and frustrate him. So, once you hit with them shots, it's over. It's finished. Like, look at the size of Morris.
This classic matchup, British star Naseem Hamed and Mexico's Marco Antonio Barrera met for the lineal featherweight championship. Naseem made an extravagant ring entrance that lasted for several minutes.
Can't wanna get up and can't get touched. Can't wanna stick up and can't get stopped. I'm the one that caught you block when your boy try to act tough.
Who usually dispenses with the jab relatively early, squares his shoulders, and throws.
However, once the fight started, Naseem soon found that his unorthodox style was ineffective against Barrera, who landed clean shots and circled away.
In the business, Joe Cortez.
Not just waiting in, gets to the body, wobbles now with a left.
Gonna get into a slugging match with the Prince.
Despite being unable to land any significant offense, Naseem began showboating, but his goading and taunting only led to more punishment.
Round one is all Barrera as Prince Naseem
May not be able to give advice. You gotta work on his eye. Engine out there.
perfect when he came back to the corner. Fighting the way he is. Big left hand by Barrera inside.
For 12 rounds, Barrera outboxed and outclassed Naseem and won the fight by a unanimous decision victory, giving Naseem his only career loss. In May 2017, Canelo Alvarez and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., son of boxing legend Julio Cesar Chavez, engaged in an all-Mexico showdown. Both fighters appeared to genuinely dislike each other, and the buildup was filled with bad blood and trash-talking.
Canelo, ¿quieres pelear con Triple G? ¿Qué le echo el pollo? La respuesta de Canelo.
Chavez questioned Canelo's legacy and promised to expose him.
Lo único que sí les puedo decir que yo nunca le he rehuido a ningún rival.
The tension between both men reached a boiling point during their face-to-face interview, further heightening the anticipation for this grudge match.
Because you know can fight Triple G, you fight me because you think I'm easy than Triple G. You think you're the real middleweight champion? You beat Miguel Cotto. You know Miguel Cotto is the middleweight champion.
However, after all the trash-talking and the expectation of an all-out war, the fight turned out to be a one-sided affair.
They're on private jets. Here they are inside the ring, and we are underway. They don't even tap glove. Canelo Alvarez.
The talent disparity between the two became obvious from the start, as Canelo dominated the fight with his speed, while Chavez was cautious all through.
We saw him cut apart Liam Smith in for Chavez Jr. Stiff jab from Canelo. Bodies. Up there. Man, working with Jr. for the first time. Right hand from Guadalajara.
Those right hands are few and far between.
Canelo coming out strong in the seventh. Now is picking up. Jr., his speed is slowing down. Let's go out there and let's have fights. I'll fight Chavez Jr. I don't like him, let's do it. Helped make it a tradition in the early 2000s. Remember against Yori Boy Campos?
Yep. Matter of fact, Eric Morales just...
Canelo left no doubt who the better man was, as he won every second of the fight, leaving Chavez humiliated.
Rounds. I think they should have said, hey, we're going to pull the plug, man.
Open about the way he feels about things.
He has some credit in some corners because he has...
Alvarez throws a shutout. He has...
Saul Canelo
In February 2018, British rivals Chris Eubank Jr. and George Groves met as part of the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Eubank, who was challenging for Groves' WBA super middleweight belt, was confident before the fight that he was the better man. He talked down Groves' credentials as both men engaged in plenty of trash talk coming into the bout.
There's nothing that George can do that's going to stop me. I still think you're a novice, to be fair. I don't see anything in your style that really makes you an expert in the game. You have a belt. but the man you beat to get that bout, I do not rate at all. You're pretty average. You don't have that much speed. Your defense is poor, and your stamina, in my opinion, is average at best.
Groves dominated the early rounds of the fight, using his superior work rate to build a lead on the scorecards.
Junior would be easier work in round number 3. Wound up with a big left hand and then walked on.
He hasn't done that. David has started fairly well, but he's waiting far too long. And like I said, he's getting caught as he's coming forward.
Eubank straight back into.
He appeared more experienced than Eubank and easily dealt with everything the challenger threw at him.
Tough there, Ruiz, because he might have just got caught with a shot around the back of the head.
A little bit clumsy on that attempted right cross his feet, not particularly tight.
Eubank tried to rally in the latter rounds, but it was too late as Groves came away with an easy decision victory. In September 2002, Fernando Vargas and Oscar de la Hoya met in a grudge match to settle the rivalry between them. The bad blood between the two reached a boiling point during a heated press conference.
May 4th, we're gonna get down. And, I hope I'm not chasing, because you know what? We want to see a fight, right? Raza wants to see a fight, right? We don't want to see a run. I'm gonna run. This is the way I fight. Why is he crying? I'm not gonna talk. Why are you crying for? Why are you crying? Why are your eyes watering? Why are you crying for? Why are you crying for? I got something in my eye. Why are you crying? Yeah, Rock is crying. They didn't know the difference between one Mexican and the other one. Let me just tell you like this, how you can tell the difference. This one has balls.
Vargas mouthed off against De La Hoya and shoved him, leading to a brawl.
En sus apreciaciones, pero hace respetar mucho el reglamento del boxeo. Primer round de este combate.
The tension and hatred between the two was palpable from the start, as both men went to work straight away without a feeling-out process.
Buscó bonificarlo con el que tenía precisamente combinaciones. Buen trabajo de parte, buena mano, mejor dicho, de Vargas para De La Hoya, que la correla contra la esquina se abren las cuerdas y casi salía prácticamente del cuadrilátero. Ahí estaba otra vez completando bien el ataque de parte de Fernando Vargas.
De parte física los dos. Hasta ahora los dos han aguantado buenos golpes.
The action went back and forth as both fighters traded heavy shots. Vargas bloodied De La Hoya's face in round 5, but De La Hoya stormed back to take the subsequent rounds.
Tendió otra vez a cruzarlo de mano derecha, lo acorralaba contra las cuerdas. Ahí se le complicaba a Oscar el momento.
De La Hoya opened a cut under Vargas's right eye, but the incredibly determined Vargas kept coming forward.
De golpes los dos se daban precisamente.
However, De La Hoya's superior skills and experience took over in the later rounds.
Mano en forma de gancho de zurda y recibía ahora el 1.
Estaba muy bien ahí, pero fíjese qué buena mano.
De La Hoya hurt Vargas late in round 10 before sending him down in the 11th round.
Precarias condiciones.
Y otra vez iba a la lona, otra vez. Ahí estaba Fernando Vargas visitando la lona. Le había dado un anticipo con el gancho de mano zurda y después con este pleno a la mandíbula lo mandaba.
Vargas got up to continue, but De La Hoya resumed the attack, ending the contest moments later.
Prácticamente una andanada de golpes directo al rostro, no iba más. Y aquí seguía como campeón del mundo, Oscar de la Hoya.
La verdad, lo ametralló a golpes. Definió la pelea como los grandes, como el grande que fue este Oscar de la Hoya. ¿Qué pelea?
In March 2019, unbeaten British prospects and rivals Anthony Fowler and Scott Fitzgerald met for the vacant WBA International Super Welterweight title. The bitter rivals engaged in a war of words during the press conference where Fowler claimed he was the better man.
You're a scared little boy, son, and come Saturday night, mate, I'm going to bounce me fist off your face or your forehead. Pro boxing's a brutal sport, and I'm going to absolutely outclass him. Trust me, I'm going to go out there, take the centre of the ring, I'm going to jab his face off, make him overreach, and I'm going to punish him every single time. Centre of the ring, I'm going to jab his face off, I'm going to make him overcommit, and I'm going to knock him out. It's as simple as that. He's got one game plan. He attacks with straight lines, looks at the same shot over and over again, left hook to the body. That's all he's got, mate.
Fowler also made his intention known with a throat slit gesture during the face-off.
On social media, Fowler beat Fitzgerald in the amateurs, but that was 10 years ago. What happens now in a fight card?
The opening round saw both men battling for the center of the ring, but Fowler appeared sharper.
And that's That's why Fitzgerald missed out in the amateur, getting his jab going and looking to wield in the body shots. Could always be the beginning of a rivalry, who knows? Who hopes a victory here will be...
However, Fitzgerald settled into the fight nicely in the middle rounds, giving his opponent a bit of trouble.
Expectations. Scott Fitzgerald has been the lively underdog. Mike still will believe technically he's better, just partially blocks, refuses to go, and he went a lovely right hand from the Preston man, and a right as well.
But in round 9, Fitzgerald was forced to survive as Fowler went for the finish.
Cracking shot, and now this might be his chance. And Fitzgerald is backed up, and another uppercut, and again, and Fitzgerald is rocking around the ring in the 9th round.
Fitzgerald weathered the storm and returned in round 10 to score a knockdown.
Beautiful shot from Fitzgerald, and down goes Fowler in the final round, and that could be the difference. He's got a minute to survive. If it goes to the cards, will that be?
Fowler got up, but Fitzgerald claimed a split decision win to extend his unbeaten record and hand Fowler his first loss. Following a devastating loss to Canelo Alvarez, Amir Khan took the longest layoff of his career. He returned to the ring in April 2018 to face Lo Greco. Many questioned whether Khan had what it took to compete as an elite, including Lo Greco, who mocked him for his previous loss.
Yeah, listen, hey, double chin, no chin. Double chin, no chin right here.
However, Lo Greco took things too far when he talked about Khan's personal life and family.
Just listen to what I'm about to say. After the Canelo loss, you went on a losing streak, family, wife, then... Wait a minute. Oh, guys, this is not Pakistan versus India. It's not a cricket match. Please. And then you go out and you tweet to the heavyweight champion of the world. What is wrong with you, mate? What is wrong? You go out and you tweet to the heavyweight champion of the world that he can have your leftovers? What?
Khan knew he had to make him pay for his trash talking.
To Canelo Alvarez, but at his best, what a brilliant...
From the opening bell, Khan attacked Lo Greco and knocked him down in just 15 seconds.
Away. He looks ready to shot, and he's down in the opening 15 seconds. Lo Greco with a right hand, and Amir Khan having the...
Lo Greco immediately got up and tried to dismiss Khan's power. However, he got clipped again, and the fight was over in just 39 seconds.
Lifting hand speed on him. And it's all over in 40 seconds. Amir Khan returns to world boxing. And Lo Greco.
In April 2016, Anthony Joshua got his first shot at a world title against Charles Martin for the IBF Championship. Martin was an unlikely champion who won the title after Tyson Fury was stripped by the IBF. However, he was full of himself and made several claims he could not back up.
Nope, it ain't going 12 rounds. We the lions of the sport. You know, if you go in 12 rounds and you're a heavyweight, something's wrong. I walk this earth like a god, and I'm gonna get right over you. I'm gonna step right over you. I'm a world champion now, and I'm gonna keep it. She's staying right there with me. Ain't going nowhere.
Defending his IBF heavyweight title. But the hope of everyone in this arena is it's the coming of age of Anthony Joshua.
Joshua came out with a sense of urgency in the opening round, forcing Martin on the back foot.
They are waiting for an explosion here. Martin in front of him, circling. Chavez's. Another right hand gets in from Joshua. Martin looking a little bit wary here, just got tangled up there.
Martin had little to offer in terms of offense as Joshua continued to press the action and dictate the pace of the fight.
Looks to land the right. They are waiting for an explosion here. There's the in front of him, circling. Martin looking a little bit wary here, just got tangled up there.
Only a minute into round 2, Joshua floored Martin with a well-timed shot.
The left. Got him! Right hand on the floor. Martin looks into his corner as if to say, what on earth was that? Now he's looking at the referee. He's drawing.
Martin quickly got up, but Joshua floored him for the second time moments later.
40 left in this second round. And he's down again. And Joshua on the brink here. strolls into the corner as if to say, job done.
This time around, the fight was over for good, and Joshua became the new world champion. British rivals David Haye and Tony Bellew met for the first time in March 2017, with Bellew's WBC cruiserweight title on the line. The build-up was filled with bad blood and trash-talking between the two fighters.
So all of you guys are there for him because he's going to need all of your help. Believe me, I'm going to smash your head in and you know this.
At the press conference, a fight broke out between the two as they went face-to-face, with Haye landing a blow on Bellew.
Leave the boxer alone!
Woo! He's in for a tough night on March the 4th, because I literally just gave him a little slap, and he felt the power of the slap and thought it was a punch. This guy's in such trouble. Oh my God!
Noise comes from the crowd. Says it will be a demolition. Tony Bellew feels the haymaker quits.
Haye came out looking to make an early statement by throwing lunging shots, which he missed widely and left him open to counterpunches from Bellew.
This hand from Haye and Bellew. Right hand from Bellew. Sweet shot.
I'd like to see Tony get behind that jab.
Right hand from Bellew.
However, as the rounds progressed, Haye settled down and started landing more clean shots.
He's been telling us that
when he does get too wild, Tony's ready with that right hand. Big shot. There's the one. He's just got to be a bit more consistent with it.
The fight was close and competitive for the first 6 rounds, but Bellew took control at the end of round 6. Bellew floored Haye with less than 30 seconds left in the round.
David Haye is on the brink here, and down he goes. No knockdown, the verge of one of the biggest upsets in British boxing. Hit clean. Bellew right hand, left hook. David Haye trying to clean up. Down he goes. 20 seconds.
Haye got up but appeared hurt and had nothing to offer until Bellew dropped him again in round 11 to end the fight.
This is where Tony needs him.
Oh, Bellew's got shots here. And down goes Haye, and physically, can he even get back through the ropes? The count is at 9, and the towel's gone in, and Tony Bellew causes a seismic shock.
Following his victory against Sergio Martinez in their first meeting, Paul Williams became arrogant and began trash-talking Martinez.
Just don't go to the bathroom or try to get some popcorn or something. You may miss something. So you definitely ain't gonna want to miss nothing. If you thought the first fight was something that everybody talking about and stuff, the second fight gonna be going out top that. I don't think it's gonna go the whole 12.
The two would meet again in November 2010, with Martinez's unified middleweight title on the line. Williams promised to make short work of Martinez and repeated the success he had during their first meeting.
Chip rivalries we used to have in the 80s.
Let the ride begin.
Looking to back up his words, Williams came out firing, but Martinez responded with hard counters, leading to a slugfest.
Martinez.
This is what Martinez said he wanted, was to be more aggressive and try to use to get into his groove of being aggressive, as Williams started challenging him right away.
After an entertaining first round, Martinez got his revenge in round 2 as he turned the lights out on Williams with a brutal knockout.
Good left hand, and down goes Williams.
I think it was a right
hand. Williams through the left, Williams down.
He's not getting up, guys.
Not getting up.
Roy Jones Jr. is undoubtedly one of the best pugilists in recent times. But before his second meeting with Antonio Tarver, Jones did a lot of trash talking and showboating.
I just love to fight, so when I tell people they come at me, when you fight me, hell yeah, I'll fight you. I don't care about who you are. I'll fight you any day, anytime, anywhere. I don't care. So he kept on begging and begging and begging. Now he get it. Here I come. And he better be ready to come next Saturday, because I'm coming to get mine back. And I don't even care about them titles. I'm coming to get mine just cause I'm Roy and I still rule this. Understand? I run this now here, not nobody else.
Jones had won a closely contested decision in their first meeting, but appeared to have lost his speed and reflexes.
They don't want to wait for the bell. Emmanuel, you seen that before?
I love it. No, I've never saw it, but I would like to see it more often.
Jones started as the aggressor in the opening round, with Tarver seemingly taking his time and looking for the right opportunity to strike.
And there were boos in the house during the first fight from time to time. And already,
well, he has an advantage.
Great right hand up.
Now they're fighting in the center of the ring and his hand speed.
Another Tarver jab, and Jones answers.
Jones continued as the aggressor in round 2, but the fight ended abruptly midway into the round as Tarver nailed Jones with a hard counterpunch.
An attack against him.
And down goes Jones on a hard left hand, and that is the most that Roy Jones has ever been hurt. Only Lou DeVal ever knocked him down. Jones may not get up, and he makes it up. It's over. Jay Nady stops the fight, and Jones is still on Queer Street. And that's...
Which of these fights is your favorite? Leave your answer in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss another update from this channel.